As human beings, we're driven a lot of times by other human beings. What other player or players make you the best you?
That's a good question. To mention one, it's hard, but you know, the level that I am is like in other sports, Formula One, NBA. The best players always follow the best players. They want to be in the top of the game because the other ones, they are there. You know, you cannot rest or sleep because the other one can pass you. Of course, we fight with everyone, with Neymar, with Messi, with Lewandowski, with Higuain, you know, with the top of the best players in the world. So, I mean, this is not fighting, but it's hard, it's healthy. You know, comparisons is healthy, and we fight, you know, to be the best. This is why it's my main point, it's my motivation, it's to be better than them.
Fourth glorious, equaling the record held by Roger Federer and Serena Williams, a remarkable achievement. Stop breaking people's records, please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for breaking the record. No, I'm lying. First of all, I would love to thank the Academy for this wonderful award. Thank everybody for voting for me. It's been a rough season for me this year, and just throughout my career has been ups and downs. But for me, with hard work, it always pays off, and dedication. Also, I would just want to say, with all the work that Loris has been doing, I look forward to being a part of it with my foundation also, to join and to help as much as I possibly can now that I'm coming to the end of my career. I'm looking forward to that. And before I go, I want to say one thing. One of my mottos is that, anything is possible. Don't think limits. And I feel that I've proven that throughout the years. I never thought I would be this great at what I've done. But I want to say to the young kids growing up, just live your dream. Work hard, stay focused, and just be strong, and just keep on pushing, and it will come true. So thank you.
Yeah, trust me. This is just one of the things. When you're young and you haven't made it yet, everything around you doesn't support you as much as they should. If you're talking about countries who have done well in sports, the identification of the talent and nurturing the talent are the most important aspects of sports. In our country, sadly, we wait for somebody to become a hero, worship the hero, talk about his whole journey only when he has become the hero. So imagine if somebody who has worked the same amount and couldn't be the hero, you will not want to talk about the person. Only when somebody becomes something, in our nation we try to celebrate the person. And I'm not just blaming the media, it was just a reference. But it's very, very important when somebody is trying to become something, we have to give the person, he or she, adequate amount for him or her to achieve. I'll give you a small example. When I was young, my father was in army, so we had very limited budget. And I'm sure a lot of people over here have the same problem. He might do it, but I know how much problem my house is going to have. So I had to stitch my shoes and play with the same shoes. So when I was growing up, I couldn't afford shoes, and I had to stitch my shoes every time to play. Now, for the last 9 years, I'm Nike sponsored. I get every boot that I want. I have 30 boots every time they send me. But today, I can afford it. Today, if I want, I can buy Nike. But today, they send me everything that I want. It's just a small example of how things can be a little bit different. If at every stage, we have a proper way of supporting the kids who not only play sports, but in every sphere of our life, things would be so much different. It'll be so much different.
Very few fighters, if you take the camera on close up, you see my nose and my face. I'm not ugly. I'm not ugly like most fighters. They have noses like that, and their ears are like that. How you feel, champ? I'm pretty. I'm a pretty fighter. And like I can, I have a personality. I know how to talk to the wine heads. I have a talk for the your great Mr. Lynch here in the Parliament House, and I knew how to talk to men like you. Just listen to them laugh. Very few comedians can do this, and that's their job. So like I'm saying, it's personality that attracts. I mean, people of all religions, like in America, I stand up for black people, and regardless to what it costs me, I speak out for what I believe. Like you got people in Ireland fighting for what they believe. I represent this. Also, the draft was something out of my religion teach against, and this made me popular with many people. Then you got the white racists who believe in separation, such as I believe one day the black people in America must go to self, clean up self, help self, do for self. I recognize them. Then you got all the Muslims in Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Syria, Lebanon, India, all throughout Kuwait, Abu Dhabi, all throughout Libya. They all recognize me because of the name Muhammad Ali. And yet all of this up, all I represent, then my confidence. I am the greatest. I cannot lose. I'm pretty. And every man believes he's the greatest. Every man would like to be the greatest. Many want to say this, but they fear it. And they see this in themselves, and some hate me for it, and some love me. So add it all up, and we have a large crowd.
It just happened. Look, when I step onto the field, I have to believe that I'm the best. Because my mindset, as I said, was very clear from the first time I started playing this game. I'm not going to allow anyone to think that I'm just a pushover on the field. It's not to disrespect anyone, but it's belief in my own abilities. That fine, you have the ball in hand, but if you get it wrong, you know you're getting hit for runs. And I'm going to stand here all day. If you get me out and you bowl a great spell, hats off to you. But the next time I'm going to be here again. So make sure that you bring your A game. And that's the mindset that I try and get into invariably. Because look, at this level, people are going to eat you up. If you show them any vulnerability or fears, they're going to eat you up. So for me, I just have to be as fearless as I can. And even if I get out, I want to get out on my terms. If I get out in confusion, it bothers me a lot because I just don't like the feeling of not knowing what's going on. I might as well make a silly mistake and know this is what I need to correct. Everything else is fine. So I don't go, as I said, I don't go out there anymore to prove anyone wrong. But I put myself in a position where I want to do special things. I want us to win special series.
And